Introduction: The storm and the anchor. In the modern landscape of dating and social dynamics, many men feel like they are navigating a minefield without a map. You may have experienced it: the sudden coldness after a week of warmth, the subtle tests of your character, or the feeling that you are a pawn in someone else's psychological game. Most men react to this chaos with anxiety, desperation, or anger, responses that only lower their value. But there is another way. The high-value man doesn't just play the game better, he operates on a different frequency. By anchoring himself in the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, he becomes a mountain in a crashing storm. Today, we aren't just looking at tactics, we are exploring 7 deep psychological secrets that allow a man to transcend manipulation and lead a life of absolute emotional sovereignty.
2.
The 7 secrets of the Stoic high-value man.
1.
The power of voluntary indifference, Amor Fati. The deep explanation. In dark psychology, intermittent reinforcement is a tactic where affection is given and withdrawn unpredictably. This creates a dopamine loop similar to gambling, making the man addicted to seeking validation. The Stoic counter is Amor Fati, a love of fate. This isn't about being numb. It's about accepting reality exactly as it is. When you practice voluntary indifference, you tell yourself, I enjoy her company, but I do not require it for my soul to be intact. By being truly okay with any outcome, whether she stays or goes, you become immune to the hook of the chase. You cannot be controlled by someone who has nothing you are afraid to lose, integrity as a shield against compliance tests. The deep explanation. Subconscious compliance tests are designed to see if a man's frame is solid. If a woman asks you to cancel a long-standing commitment to your fitness or your business for a trivial reason, she isn't just asking for time. She is asking, are you a man of your word, or can you be bought with my attention? The high-value man understands that his integrity is his fortress. When you say no to a boundary-pushing request, you aren't being mean. You are being consistent. Stoicism teaches that a man without a core is just a leaf in the wind. By holding your ground, you demonstrate that your mission is not for sale, which, ironically, is the very thing that creates long-term respect and attraction. 3. The mastery of the mystery gap. The deep explanation. We live in an era of emotional dumping, where men reveal their fears, plans, and insecurities too early in an attempt to build intimacy. Dark psychology exploits this open book policy. The Stoic practices temperance in speech. The mystery gap is the space between what you know and what you reveal. Silence is a power move because it forces the other person to use their imagination. While other men are talking to seek approval, the Stoic man listens to gain information. Silence creates a vacuum that the other person must fill with their own effort and thoughts, effectively making you the subject of their mental investment. The mirror of emotional non-reaction, apatheia. The deep explanation. Drama is often used as a tool to test a man's emotional stability. If you react with anger, you have handed over the keys to your internal state. Stoics strive for apatheia, freedom from irrational passions. When met with an emotional outburst or a game, the high-value man remains the eye of the hurricane. When you do not react, you act as a mirror. Without your energy to fuel the fire, the other person is forced to face their own reflection and instability. This calm proves you are a safe harbor, a man capable of handling the pressures of the world without breaking. Abundance mindset. Escaping the scarcity trap. The deep explanation. Manipulation only works on those who feel they have limited options. This is the scarcity trap, the belief that this person is your only source of happiness. The Stoic man builds a life so rich in purpose, friendship, and self-study that no single individual is the sun of his universe. This is the abundance mindset. It is the realization that your value is intrinsic and independent of anyone else's opinion. When you move through the world knowing you are the source of your own joy, you naturally repel manipulators, as they realize they have no leverage over you. 6. The ultimate leverage. Selective withdrawal. The deep explanation. In any negotiation, the person most willing to walk away holds the power. Most men stay in toxic dynamics because they fear the silence of being alone. Stoicism teaches that our time is our only truly non-renewable resource. Selective withdrawal is the act of removing your presence when your boundaries are disrespected. This isn't a silent treatment used to hurt. It is a boundary used to protect your peace. It sends a silent, thunderous message. My presence is a privilege, and I value my self-respect more than I value your attention. 7. Purpose above all, the North Star. The deep explanation. The most effective way to beat dark psychology is to be too busy to notice it. A man without a mission will naturally obsess over text messages and relationship vibes. A Stoic man has a North Star, a grand purpose that transcends the domestic or the romantic. Whether it is building an empire, mastering a craft, or serving a community, his mission comes first. When your bandwidth is consumed by your legacy, you don't have time to play games. This focus creates a gravitational pull. People want to follow a man who knows exactly where he is going. Conclusion: beyond the game. The goal of adopting these 7 secrets isn't to become a master manipulator or a cold, unfeeling statue. The goal is to become unshakable. Dark psychology and manipulative tactics only find a home in minds that are lost, needy, or lacking in purpose. By walking the Stoic path, you aren't just learning how to handle others, you are learning how to master yourself. You become a man of such high value that the games of the world simply melt away in the heat of your ambition and the clarity of your character.